Hey everybody, Charlie here. Welcome back to Prison Architects. I've got all of the criminally insane, all in their cells, all with their beautiful pet birds. Hopefully this keeps them calm. Pretty bird. Oh yeah, pretty bird. Yeah, that's right. All right, so down here, we're gonna expand down here. I've got 93K now. We're having a steady good cash flow here, but I wanna start getting the cell blocks expanded, getting our capacity up, and then start differentiating the cells to further incentivize good behavior. So down in this area, I think we're gonna have our our low security, minimum security. I'm also gonna have, I think, protective custody over here as well. And then these two areas can kind of serve as the I wanna go live there area for the rest of the prison. Up here, these guys' cells are pretty much going to stay the same. We don't need to incentivize the criminally insane. They can't transfer. And same thing with protective custody. We're going to keep their cells fairly standard too, because again, they won't be transferring anywhere. Gangs, we have 2 in red, 1 in green. Haven't had a whole lot of violence yet, but I also have no CIs because that's one of the trade-offs of not having a whole lot of violence is we don't really have a whole lot of people who are interested in, being CIs either. So, okay, it's fine. We don't have any laundry set up just yet. I am going to work on that. I might put that maybe over here somewhere. Let the medium security handle it. I don't know. We'll see. And this staff room, I don't think is going to stay here. Although I'm not sure where to put it. But it won't stand the test of time in terms of serving the number of staff we're going to have. So I am going to have to adjust that. And I may end up putting that like right here. That's possible. We'll see. And in any case, let's get started with this. So planning wise, I actually want this to be expanded still. I'm going to bring it all the way out to about like, I think we'll go about here with it. We'll expand it up that way. Let the workmen get on that. And then we'll also have a staff door that opens up maybe there just to let them in and out. And then we'll go ahead and close this wall down so there's no escape attempts. And we'll just use the brick wall there. All right. So for this area, again, this is like this is the cell block that everyone wants to live in, right? We're going to have a shared hallway here. So these guys will be able to walk down this hallway too. Same thing with this one. And this eventually gets them into where the workshop is going to be. And that's going to be this area here, which we're going to put brick walls right there. And there we are. And as we bring the cells down, so I'll have a walkway here. And I think this whole area here will end up being some sort of a walkway. But I do want to have a canteen, I think, right here. This will be a bigger canteen shared by all of these prisoners that are in this area. They'll all share this particular canteen. And I might put it, I think maybe I'd bias it a little over here. Maybe like, I might put it like this. It might need to be bigger than that too. We'll maybe put it like this. Yeah, and then the kitchen can be here. Kitchen, canteen. I might want to expand this just a little bit though. I don't know. I never know how big I want my canteen to be. It's always a toss-up. Because you kind of have to have an idea of how many prisoners you're going to have, and I really don't yet. Because it might get bigger. It might expand down this way. I don't know. So, like, canteen-wise, I might remove these cells and just form this whole thing as a canteen. And then I could have this be the kitchen. As we move our staff room over, maybe this could be the kitchen. That's not a bad idea. Having kitchens really close to where... Look at this. He's just sitting in this office desk. Hey, isn't this a place where you could be finding contraband? Huh? Perhaps there's a reason he's sitting here. Maybe we should mark him for search. Just to see. Looks like he's clean for now. All right, so let's take and go. I might do that, actually. Having this be the kitchen later. I like the plan. I like the plan enough to where that's going to be the plan. So we're going to have this be our canteen. Across the hall will be the kitchen. The kitchen staff will go back and forth here. We'll probably have staff needs stuff happening maybe over here. So we'll have like a fairly decently sized staff room, maybe like this. And yes, I know, it's not perfect squares. If you're new to this channel, I don't do perfect squares. We don't really do symmetry. In the last prison, when I did the crazy prison, it was actually a goal not to have any rooms be a perfectly square room. I think we succeeded-ish. There were a few exceptions, but honestly, like, pretty much 95% of all the rooms in the whole prison, none of them were symmetrical. Oh my goodness. What? Somebody climbed over the cactus and got out. How did they get out? Where did they get out at? Did you just run out the front door and just out? I mean, you actually can do that in this prison. Probably should lock this down a little bit better. I have the money for it, so why don't we lock this down by going road gate. Let's say there. We'll put another gate here. Put another gate. I'd rather have it not go into that door, so we'll have to put the door somewhere else. This will go to about there, I guess. And then all the way down here, we'll have probably another gate, but I think actually a road barrier here would be better. But since it costs like 10 times what a road gate does, temporarily we'll go ahead and do that. Let's lay in the fencing here, all the way up. Pretty sure I can't go that way. Yep, all the way up. Put fencing on the outside. And actually only to this door is fine. Prisoners just had to go and ruin a good thing. Now they'll pay the price for it. I still haven't decided how I want this. You know, when I first had the idea for this little, like, you know, area in the front to, like, welcome people, I pictured grass, but we're in the desert now. Maybe we could just call it turf, you know? It's like a turf area, okay? We'll have, like, hedges go about there. And about there was a 7, 8, and 8. There we go. So, it's pretty firmly off of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'd be here. So there's like a little bit of hedges, and then I think what we're gonna do is we'll put flooring. You know what? Like bamboo floor. Interesting. I think it'll just be like we're trying to grow grass, but we're having a hard time doing it. Maybe that can be something we're doing for now, and then we can look at it later and see how it's all working out. Maybe we'll change that later. But we'll treat it like we're trying to grow grass. We just can't. We got these hedges, though. See, I kind of like the look. It's all right. It's the desert. You know, we're trying to grow grass. You get it. This is down here. We're going to have to go with a fence. There is already being worked on. We want to have all this stuff done. Let's make sure the workmen are working on it. There's this. It's going to go like that. We're going to move this door to here. And then let's get the brick wall, replacing that. And now we have a little bit more secure, because you can't just go out the front door and out now. Just a little bit more. There we go. Perfect. And then that tree stump will get taken care of. And now we actually have a gate. Now, I don't have remote access unlocked yet, so we can spend the money on that. But before we do that, I'm going to have some guards in here managing the gates. So we're going to put a couple of guards on duty back in here, and we're going to make the road a staff-only area for the time being. Yep. All of this says no access. We'll have that be secure-ish as well. And then, you know what? Why don't we look at where our cells will be before we start looking at where the canteen will be? So for on this side, I want cells all the way to the edge, but I think having other rooms and facilities over on the edge could be good, especially as we expand down. We'll want to have these guys all sharing it. So why don't we say that Why don't we say this is like a common room. We'll have this here be where laundry's done. Seems okay. This might change over time. This will be like a chapel where they can go get their spiritual guidance if they want to. And then we're going to need some classrooms. I'm thinking we'll go, this will be 1 and this will be 1. Are they the same? 7 and 7. Brilliant. Okay, and this one's 7 too. This is 8. That's 7. That is 7. Yep, all right. So extra rooms on this side, then we'll wrap the cells. So we'll say 1, 2, 3, wall. All right. And then we'll just keep doing this all the way over, but I just need to make sure that we're having enough space to do it evenly. Yeah, we're off by 1 here. So instead of being off by 1, what we'll do is we'll move this wall, and just have this be bigger. Excuse me. And then we'll go like this. I'm losing my voice already, man. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And wait, how did that... Wait, huh? How did that happen? How did that happen? Am I just... Duh? Is that me right now? Am I just a duh? 6 and 8. Interesting. Oh, you know what? I probably didn't move... I didn't move this wall, I guess. 7 and 7. Yep. All right, then. Well, there should be... They should be all spaced out appropriately now. Indeed. Yep, just like that. So for the time being, we'll do this. As we expand this direction, I probably want to... You know, I probably want to have this hallway go all the way down, though, right? It all matches up evenly like this, but it's a little bit wide. I don't know if it needs to be quite this wide. We can actually go... Like, this is room for 2 more cells on this side, too. All right, why don't we commit to having just this 2 wide walkway instead? Kind of like this. Yeah, all right. So we'll have this be where our cells are. We have to go up 1 to have 3 by 2. Yep. Now we're going to keep 3 by 2 for all of the cells for the foreseeable future. Obviously, we can't do the smaller than that cells until we get it unlocked legally. But for the time being, oh, I didn't do it. Yeah, I did. That and that. Actually, this needs to come down. And this one is... I'm such a dupe. All right, there. That's how you fix that. Good. So this will be sort of a hallway. So let's get our cells copied. And we're going to have more comfortable beds in these that we're copying. But I'm going to swap those out after the fact. So we're going to take, I think, just this. And we'll put the walls in after this. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these 6 cells are the start. We're gonna make more. Obviously, it's part of our grant is to get our prisoner capacity to 100. So we're definitely going to make more and get that. But as we expand out, these will be the minimum security cells. And they're going to be really high grade, especially the ones on the ends. They'll have access to like windows to see the outside and going to be very good cells. And that's going to hopefully get these guys to want to behave better to move down into these cells. And then what we're going to do is once we have all of these connected and all these things like worked out, we'll expand maximum security to be a bit bigger. And then our intake will be only max, right? We're just going to take these guys, right? And then if they want to move down, they can earn it through transfers, right? So currently we have 5 people who want to transfer to medium sec. So these guys are motivated to act better, participate in what they need to participate in, and they are actively trying to get themselves moved to medium security. And once they do, then they'll appear here, and we can approve them. It'll show me that there are 14 cells available in that wing, so all 5 could move in. But there will be times later on where we might have, like, for example, let's see, 10 people want to move to minimum, but we only have 6 cells available. And that's when you can go through them and hand select them. And you might want to select people who are like the best behaved of all of them. You can investigate it and look at it in depth when that happens. All right, so hopefully all these are getting built. We'll put the brick wall down, put the brick wall down, put the brick wall down. Keep doing that. And I want to remove the fact that these are cells. So as soon as this has to stay staff only, so that nobody moves in here. But I want to replace the fact that these are cells because I'm not ready for it yet. Okay, so what we're gonna do in this is we're gonna swap these beds. We're just gonna dismantle them for now. It's really easy to do that, and we can actually speed this up by just going like this. Dismantle the beds. Once we dismantle these beds, we're gonna replace them with comfy beds. And I know they're here somewhere. Here it is. Comfy bed. These are $800 a piece compared to the old beds and the maximum cells, which are a mere $50 a piece. So this costs a lot more. But it improves the cell's grade. And prisoners are going to want to live in here. Prisoners are really going to want these comfortable beds. So we're going to put them in here and say that that's your priority. And then I'm also going to replace these doors. So why don't I go to dismantle, replace these doors. And by doing that, I hate that these guys can't open them up. All right, these aren't cells anymore. So why don't we just deploy these as being unlocked so that you guys can get the job done. And then we're going to replace these doors with these gray doors. Kind of signifying that they're lower security, right? So we'll go right there. All set. Okay, now inside these cells, we want to put additional amenities. We need things that make these cells worth a lot more. So we're going to look at objects that improve cell ratings. To get an idea of that, I'm going to mark one of them as a cell. And as soon as I do that, the objects that appear and get highlighted should be objects that do just that. So we have wooden tables, shower heads are already in there. This room is already graded. It says a 0, but it's really a 2 out of 15. There it is. So 2 out of 15. We want to improve this. We can do that with windows. If they face the outdoors, it gets a bonus point. Office desk, shower head, we already did that. Interesting that that's not. It's right here. Why is that not? Is it because it doesn't have water? I mean, that's a good valid reason, but I wasn't sure if that's the reason. Let's get the large pipe to run maybe down this way, and then I think we'll go like this with it. And then we'll have a pipe run all the way this way. The water boiler needs to be closer to this, though. So I'm going to have to put the boiler... Let's bring this pipe all the way down. Put the boiler here. And then we want a fence around that boiler. Because if they come out there, we want to make sure that they can't, because they can use these pipes to dig faster. So if they come out the other side, outside like this, we want to make sure that they're in here, that they're in this fence. And then we are going to get dogs to start sniffing tunnels, but I haven't done that yet for research. $59,000 in money. Remote access is approved. I am going to grab the tax haven now. That's why I've been hoarding money. If you're like, well, he's got so much money, why isn't he spending it? It's for the tax haven. Yeah, you got to get that taken care of as soon as possible. It just keeps paying for itself, Like if you do it real early, it just pays for itself. All right, so cell rating here should be higher. It's got a comfy bed. Whoa, that was like some serious stuff happening above my head here. It's got a shower head, but it's not showing me that it does. It's kind of weird. Do I have to maybe replace it? Unless it has to be, like, not over the toilet? Is that a difference? Maybe if it's over the toilet, it doesn't count. Oh, there it goes. I just have to replace it. Weird. Okay, so soft pillow. We can put a soft pillow in on these beds. That will improve the rating as well. So they're really going to like them, right? We want to move these shower heads, I guess, because apparently being right behind the toilet like that is not qualifying. Unless it has to do with the water hookup. I don't know. I'm trying to move that. It's not letting me. There it goes. Weird. There it goes. Can you not do this? There we go. Okay, and... Okay, it didn't move these, even though it should have. Come on, guys. Get over here. I know I'm giving you a lot of things to do, but can you fix this for me? I want to see these ratings go up. All right, rooms, cells. Let's see if all these ratings are good to go. I should see room ratings on all of these as 3 out of 15. Okay. We're hoping for, you know, says like canvas and paints, sink, mirror. Okay, we can do the sink mirror. That's good. So we'll take the sink mirror combo right here. Requires a water connection. We're going to give it to them right on the edge like this. So you can walk past your sink and mirror like that. And then we probably want to give them anything that improves a cells rating. We've already done the bookshelves in here. I kind of don't want to give them a radio because that random event that triggers radios kind of sucks. And I'm not going to every single cell and removing radios. It says canvas and paints. I mean, we could give them something like that. I'm just concerned as to where I put it with these cells being so small. Perhaps we need bigger cells for this. You know what? Some of these cells... I think some of the cells will get better... will become bigger. Yeah, we'll probably have... We're going to have 3x3 cells on some of these if I want to really incentivize, right? So, why don't we take the planning tools and then over here, let's say... maybe here. Because this... Actually, this could be the cell. 1, 2, 3, wall. So this will be like a 3x3 cell. They're a little bit bigger. 1, 2, 3, wall. Perfect. Okay. And then we'll have 2... Goes like this. 1, 2, 3, wall. And then 1, 2. So there's some more cells. We go 1, 2, 3, wall. Cell, cell, cell. Okay, bigger cells for the better behaved inmates. And this can go all the way down, except we don't want to crowd this hallway. So we're just going to go like that, and we'll go 1, 2, 3, wall. 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 Is this good? I feel like this is not good. Like, I feel like there's an awful lot of space for an awful few inmates, especially considering once they're minimum security, we're making the least amount of money from them. I don't know. I'm kind of tempted just to make do with what I need in the 3x2. And then later on, we'll make the maximum security cells. We can make them 2x2. That's one way to degrade them, too. But, like, cell quality ratings right now, these are 4s. 4s are still considered low. I need a chair. I can give him a chair. I can give him a chair. Maybe a TV, too. Nah, I can't give him both. Yeah, there's just not enough room. I mean, I'm already stacking all of these things in there, so... Let's give him a chair. That's a good thing to do. All right, so these guys will have chairs in their cells, and the bookshelf and a sinks and mirrors and all sorts of things. And that will be how we try to incentivize these guys to behave. Now we also want to have some power running. So we'll get the power running all the way over to there and all the way down through this hall there. And maybe all the way up through those walls and all the way over like this. And then we also want to open this up. So we'll have a door here. And we'll say that this is an orange door there. And then what we're looking for here is this hallway will continue. So we'll have the floor planning, metal floor. I'm running out of money here, but we're going to do that with it. Let's get that door put in. If we can, please. Very good. And then deployment. This is all unlocked. We're going to turn it to staff only real quick. There we go. And then I think we are going to go with these cells. I think we're going to go with these. But these outside ones, I think these outside ones, just to help their grade a little bit more, we can put these windows in. The large window and the small window are the same as far as like space, or as far as well, because we might have them back to back. Never mind. We're probably gonna end up having these cells back to back eventually anyway. Yeah, we're gonna take these down. My bad. It's like the organic nature of building a prison. I have a rough idea of how I want the whole thing laid out, but until you really start building it, you kind of go with it. I don't know. It's like a fluid, almost therapeutic experience to see, oh, and you have that light bulb and you figure it out. And that's the therapy. That's part of the therapy. All right. We can go really narrow corridors in here. I don't think that's a big deal. So if that's the case, then these would be cells like that. And then these would be back to back. So we would want to go like that right there. Hello, autosave. Like that. And then same thing here. You go up. 1, 2, 3, wall. 1, 2, 3, wall. Perfect. Well, not perfect, because we have to actually be able to get in there with them. So we could offer... Yeah, we could offer wider walkways. We'll do that. 1, 2, 3, wall. On the side here. And then 2. This could be where this new thing meets up. And we just eliminate these 2 rows. And we move this to here. Eliminate these 2 rows. You get it. Just like... Nope. Like this. Interesting. Now we have a 3 wide here. All right. Maybe this is a wider walkway because it carries on to the next cell and these things wrap around. That could be a thing. Or I just move these into 3 wide. That would make them level, or make them even with the other hallway. Okay. We'll have compromises. It's fine. We're doing compromises right now. My wife and I are interested in possibly moving to a new place. It's pretty intimidating. It's a little scary. But you know what, though? These aren't going to line up because I have to have these cells going this way. So, like, these ones will line up all the way over to here, probably. Yeah, because this lines up with these walls. So, it's literally just straight from these walls. This is good copy. Right? But we would want to go, like, maybe 2 over here. So, again, they won't line up. Maybe even 1 over. Let's see how this played out. I want to get this, which is 9 long. I want to get this in here. And this would be 9. So I'm not so sure I can. Unless... Oh, here's an idea. Now, here's an idea. It's creative, I think. It's got some creativity to it. But also has the added advantage of being, possible. I'm going to go like this for a second. We'll have this walkway be 2 wide because we want people to walk through to these rooms. And then what we're going to do is we'll have the cells go long ways like this. Okay. So a little bit different layout there. But I like it. Change it up. Make it different. It's good. It's fine with me. The only other way to do it would be to just make those other rooms smaller. And I don't really want to do that. Oh, here we go. This is a problem. Yeah, extra space on this side. Well, why don't we make this area maybe a solitary? Although solitary would probably be better over here. Right along this wall. With like maybe an opening here to going that way. So we would want to go like that, that, and that. Perfect. Actually works really well. We'll have solitary be here. I suppose I could probably go like this too. Actually, that also works. Yep, and they can come down and around. Sounds good. These are solitary cells. Let's go ahead and build them. Now, we shouldn't see a whole lot of people in solitary with this prison. That's the hope anyway. Oh, you have a... Oh, I'm going to move you. Radiator, go to here, please. We shouldn't see a whole lot because, again... The idea behind this prison is that they are incentivized to act better, right? We want them acting better through reward as opposed to punishment. The prospects of getting something better than you have will motivate you to work for it, right? That's the hope anyway. So we'll take spare doors. I need solitary doors. These are expensive, 500 a piece. That is gross. How much money I just spent. It's very gross. But these are big enough to where I can also put even more money. Put toilets in here so that if when they're in solitary, they can at least wee when they need to. Okay, that should be enough right there. It looks like we're going to have to bring this pipe all the way down, actually, because these don't line up. We could go like that, too. I just need the water to get to that cell. Okay, with all those installed, we can then mark these as solitary cells. All good things. Oh, one last thing, actually. We want to take and put in lights. So we can see what we're doing in there. And then this ends up here being a walkway that takes people somewhere else. So, okay, so this is going to be a walkway, and this will also be a walkway there through there. But we don't have any more money because we're all out of. Well, I mean, we spent it all because I went after the tax haven, and it was $50,000. So we probably need an intake. What can we have? We have maximum capacity. We have medium capacity. Let's take the maximums. We'll take 10. Is that good? It's exactly good. We'll take 10. So 10 maximum security prisoners to come on in here. And if any of them are motivated and want to move, you can. 5 of them are motivated and want to move. Now down here, right, these cells, no route. Oh, you know what? You guys have you guys are trapped in here. Yeah. I may have trapped you. My bad. We'll fix that with going like this. Build that. And you are no longer trapped. No wonder my workmen aren't getting on it. All right, we're going to take intake. I'm going to wait for cash flow here. And then I'll be right back with this stuff kind of built in here.